Hey folks, how's it going? It's here. Glock 45 Gen 6. Let's take a look at it. All right, folks, here we go. I have opened this, but I haven't taken anything out because I just picked this up yesterday. My local shop just got them in. And I was debating whether to pick one up, but I said, the hell with it. And I got one. So let's open it up. Okay, you get, of course, your famous lock. The bore brush is in there. You've got your standard cleaning rod. Since I live in the freedom-hating communist state of Rhode Island, it comes with 3 10-round magazines. Mag loader. And you've got your adjustable back straps in there. And the tool, I guess, to push out the pin. You have the firearm itself. Let's, for all you safety guys out there, is unloaded. And then you also get, it's the, well, as my receipt. I won't show you what I paid for it, but if you're in Rhode Island, check out A&M Tactical in Middletown, Rhode Island. Great guys. They have a great shop. They know what they're talking about. Just an all-around great place. And it comes with plates for the new adapter system. But, of course, I'm not seeing one for the Aimpoint Acro. So I'm going to have to find an aftermarket plate. Sorry for the camera shake there, folks. And then, of course, you get all your paperwork, the manual, warranty, and everything is typical in every Glock box. So that's what comes in the Glock case itself. Put this back in here. And let's look at the pistol itself in detail. Okay, here's the pistol itself, folks. I'm sure you've seen all the big channels that got flown down to Glock to try it out, of course, because we all know that they're all paid. I am not a paid shill. I am not sponsored by any company for anything. I have a relatively small channel, just under 900 subscribers. Trying to grow that, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can reach 1,000 this year. I paid for this with my own money, just like every other firearm I've highlighted on this channel. Let's go over some of the features. Okay, we all know it has the new stippling texture on the grip. I find it very comfortable. It's also on the back strap and on the front. On the front of the trigger guard, you'll see it's the standard like grooves, serrations on there. They didn't change that up. It's rounded, a little more comfortable, no sharp edges on that magazine release. You notice the beaver tail built into the frame. You could only get this before with the interchangeable back straps or like some of the aftermarket back straps that were on the market for, like, say, the Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5. You've got this improved, like, fencing around the slide stop. It's on both sides. And they have, like, the new thumb rest or gas pedal texturing in there. There was always built up enough plastic there where you could do that, custom work. So Glock did it themselves. Glad to see that they did that. Even though I have small hands, it's nice to have that little point on there for reference. And as you can see, it's got the new factory flat trigger. I'll be taking it to the range, and I'll incorporate just some quick range footage after this so I can feel the trigger. I've dry fired it. While dry firing, it feels pretty much the same as any other Glock trigger, especially on the Gen 5s. Feels the same. It's just the feel of the trigger shoe is just a bit different. So I'll let you know how I think about what I think about that. It has the new Glock optic mounting system, as you saw. It has a couple of plates. There's only 2 spares. I believe they're for the RMR, and I'm not sure what the other one is. I have to look, but I'm an Aimpoint Acro fan. I have Acro P2s mounted on my Gen 5 Glock 45 and Glock 19. I swear by Aimpoint. I think they are the gold standard in red dots. I'm not a fan of Hollow Sun or any others. The Trigicon I tried on a friend's Glock. I didn't like the field of view on it I'm 60 years old. My eyes are old. So it just it didn't look and feel right. So I went with the Acro, and I'll be putting an Acro on this. So I'm going to have to see if I can get a plate for an Acro P2. It's got the standard Glock plastic sights. You think with this new version they'd put at least the all steel sights or include suppressor height sights to clear your optic. But they're cheap enough to replace, easy enough to replace, so I've got to get a set of like Ameriglows or Trigicons to throw on here. The gas pedal is on the right-hand side as well. Also, standard ambidextrous mag release that they introduced. The slide serrations on the front are different. A little bit deeper. Gives you a lot better purchase on it for once you mount an optic and you use those front slide serrations. That's if you use them. Much better grip. Not so much in the rear. Just slightly indented towards the top. Not as deep as the ones on the front, as you can see in the lighting there. So, but still an improvement over the serrations that were introduced on the last couple of models. So, also, I forgot, of course, flared out magwell, like has been introduced before. This like thumb scallop. You don't notice it as much with this new texturing surface, but it kind of starts here and then it goes in like, thumb rest area. And that is on both sides. And as you can tell, like where it starts, it slims down a bit. So, but yeah, I kind of like the palm swells. I won't be putting any extra or any of the other back straps on here because I have small hands, and this size right here, this size grip, which is considered the small because the other back straps are labeled as medium and large. So I like this size Glock. To me, I think this is the perfect size Glock. I bought the 19X when it first came out, of course, because it was a cool pistol, all in flat dark earth. And then, of course, we all know it had the shorter 19 size top end with the full size frame. And I thought, at the time, that was my favorite Glock. The only thing I didn't really like about it was that little nub towards the front where you can only use like the 19X Mark magazines with those base plates. It's easy enough to take off on the 19X, but I've left it complete, including the lanyard loop. And then just after the 19X, we all know, they released this, the 45, which is basically the same package, 19 length top end, full size frame like the 17, but it didn't have the nub on the front here, so you can use pretty much any magazine with any base plate on it. Of course, this will not take the 19 size mags, but Glock 17 size magazines and extended mags will fit in this just fine. To me, I have the Gen 5 Glock 45, but and that quickly became my favorite Glock, even over the 19X. And my Gen 5 one is a MOS model. I have the Aimpoint Acro mounted to it. Yeah, I'm liking just the feel of this. I was surprised when they introduced it so quickly after the V series, which I think was kind of a mistake doing that, because it was their answer, so you couldn't put the full auto sear in there, or the the Glocks, the giggle switch. So yeah, I'm gonna take this to the range. I only have access to an indoor range right now, so you'll probably only see one camera angle and just a quick few magazines through this. I think all I have on hand right now is some 115 and 124 grain full metal jackets. So I will take those to the range. I will check those out, how they function in here. Should function no problem. And I will incorporate that footage at the end of this video. If you have any questions about this pistol, please, please, please list them below down in the comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Yeah, let me know if you folks plan on getting any of the Gen 6 series. Right now, all they have is the Glock 17, the 19, and the 45. They do plan on introducing more models. I wouldn't mind picking up a Glock 21 Gen 6 if they do that, because I love the 45 ACP caliber, and I've always wanted a Glock 21. I just never picked one up. So, all right, folks, let me know how you like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'd really like to grow this channel. I'm just a normal guy, Army veteran, and this channel is a hobby. Shooting is my hobby, and I try to get content in as much as I can when I'm not working, and I do work a lot. So, all right, folks, thanks again, and I will catch you all later.
I'll be out here in 5 minutes anyway, so.
Hey folks, post-range report on the Gen 6 Glock 45. Functioned flawlessly. I put 150 rounds through it, just real quick. For function, no hiccups at all. It was just some Independence ammo, 115 grain full metal jacket. With the flat trigger, I didn't really notice any difference from a Gen 5 trigger. I mean, yeah, the trigger shoe feels a little different, but the pull doesn't seem any different to me. So that's that. I mean, it may be different for you. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if the pull feels different for you. Other than that, it was great. I'm going to replace the sights, and I'll be looking for a plate to mount an Aimpoint Acro P2 on it. But other than that, I like the pistol. It felt great in my hands when I was shooting it. It was really nice. That high undercut under the trigger guard really makes a difference. You won't get that Glock knuckle like on all the previous generations, which I always wanted to modify my trigger guards so to eliminate that. But Glock's done it with this new version. So, all right, folks, I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Give it a thumbs up if you can. Let's help me build this channel up. So I'm hoping to produce more Second Amendment content this year, because in my state of Rhode Island, the Democrats in charge put in effect an assault weapons ban, which takes effect July 1st of this year, where pretty much anything semi-automatic magazine fed will be banned. You can keep what you have now, but you won't be able to buy, sell, or transfer in the future. You won't be able to leave it to your kids in a will, which is stupid. Like, how are they going to know? But they passed the magazine ban 3 years ago, and now this year they're contemplating making Rhode Islanders get a license to purchase ammunition. I think that just got overturned in California. I'm not so certain, but they're trying to just eliminate firearms ownership in the state of Rhode Island here. So I'm hoping to cover more Second Amendment news, you know, pertaining to bills and issues and things like that. And then just any firearms that I pick up over the year. And remember, this is my hobby. I'm not sponsored by anyone. Nobody sends me anything. I pay for everything with my hard-earned cash. So, all right, folks. Again, thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate you all. I'll catch you later.